My name is Nikola Lakic. I'm an architect. I made one PowerPoint presentation recently at El Centro, California, about restoration proposal. This is proposal for the restoration of the Salton Sea. I will make one list to make a short summary about 15 minutes, one video, and later on I will make one bigger one, longer one with more details. Technology. Let me go to the slide 9, so we can. Okay, this is okay. Let me go 8 first. Salton Sea is located kind of between Pacific Ocean here, South California, border in Mexico, Sea of Cortez, Gulf of California. It is. Remember, there is mountains here, at least less mountain. There is no mountains there, but let's try to remember that. Okay, so we have 35 miles length, 15 miles wide. We have farmland south, farmland north. Remember, starting here and here. Try to remember that because it's important for later on what I'm going to say. This is map of the United States with depth heat at depth of 3.5 kilometers. Let me go back to the Salton Sea. That would be 15. Right, so it is ocean level, Salton Sea level, so there is drop about 70 meters. Okay, let me go to the 16 right away. Okay, this is the main slide, the essence of the proposal. So we have border with Mexico, San Diego, Tijuana, Salton Sea. Okay, what I'm proposing is to redirect, this is New River and Alamo River, to redirect those two rivers back to the Mexico, whether to fill Laguna Salada or reestablish delta back to the Gulf of California. Now there is Colorado River and there is canal here also. So let me zoom right. In return to give New River and Alamo River to trade with Mexico, and in return to give pipeline corridor back to us with again, this is center part of the lake. There is north and south, has to be in center part. I will try to explain that too. Let me zoom in the 17. So we do have, this is border with Mexico. This is Salton Sea, northern part of the Salton Sea, southern part of the Salton Sea, divided with new two-lane road. This will be wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife sanctuary will be conditioned for tourism because we are going to desalinate the lake by extracting high salinity water from the bottom, two sections, bottom of the lake and into new design, the geothermal power plant. See these circles, try to remember there. I will focus on that a little bit more. So we have two main pipe from canal, valve is here, valve is there, valve is here, valve is there, valve is here, valve is there. So we can, and bunch of ribs with sprinkler system. So this farmland can be watered with sprinkler system as needed. So will not be New River and Alamo River, will be dry wash. And we don't need that, because if you're using sprinkler system as much we need it for farmland. And later on we can refill it wildlife sanctuary at night to balance evaporation. Same thing with north, using canal, so we can do the same thing with north. And south part again to bring oceanic water into the center part of the lake. From the bottom of the lake, suck out high salinity water. That's one way of the desalinization, and use this geothermal power plant and have byproduct fresh water. I will try to explain that too. Okay, this is to zoom in that southern part of the lake. So we will have 2-lane road, pier, restaurant, pier, restaurant, pier, restaurant. Will be attraction for tourists. Will be wildlife sanctuary, few islands with mangrove tree around. So we are going to bring to feed this water from canal, from this pipeline, and that pipeline. There is valves there, so we can control it. High salinity water, we are going to make V-shape ponds, cross section. I will try to explain that too. To take high salinity water, which has tendency to accumulate at the bottom, and again, with pipeline, this system, use it for new design of geothermal power plants. Same thing with bottom of the lake, same pipeline. I will try to explain that. Okay, this is selected area where is known geothermal reservoir for conventional geothermal system with injection well, production well, and I will try to explain that. Okay, this cross section looking that way. Remember, there is pier, restaurant, and that sections. Let me go to that one. All right, that would be there. So we have pier, restaurant, levee, V-shape, those ponds, and conventional geothermal power plant with injection well and production well. I will explain that, because injection well I want to use for waste material of my design geothermal power plant to be replenish it back. Let me go back on this one. So we're going to produce electricity and fresh water with power plant, but then waste material I want to put back into injection well to replenish depleting geothermal reservoir. That's a win-win situation. Okay, again, 2-lane road, pier, restaurant. Let me focus on that one. Details, cross section. This is typical cross section. Levee, wildlife sanctuary, Salton Sea. Now will be pier, restaurant, and if you can see here, it's amphibian airport for exclusive guests. So people can fly, come, restaurant, visit, spend all weekend with family around here. Okay, let me go to 22 slide. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is north. Same thing with north. Will be 2-lane road, 2 island for privacy and wildlife sanctuary, mangrove tree. From Colorado River, we have pipeline, valve, again, valve here. So we can control balance evaporation of this area, and also we can use sprinkler system for north part. If you can remember here, there is an island with the hotel on that area. We don't have time to explain that on this video, but it will be generation facility to generate surfing waves for competition and for well, whole year alone we can organize that. Okay, now let me go next slide. 22. This is my design on the geothermal power plant. It has 24 wellbores. This is like 5 meters diameter from here to here. We have wellbore all around, 24 wellbores, wellbore, boiler, turbine generator, wellbore, boiler, turbine generator, all around. Extraction, mineral extraction building, control center with computer, potable water. I will explain you how we're getting that water for free. Okay, so we have wellbore, boiler, turbine generator. This cross section, let me go to the next one. That's wellbore, boiler, turbines, generator. Actually will be piston system, and then condenser. So what we do, remember, we put in this boiler. This will be hot. This is heat exchanger at source of heat, and heat exchanger into boiler. So circulate. Same thing what you have in your car. Same coolant actually. So we are putting water in from bottom of the lake into boiler. This part evaporate through turbines or piston system. I prefer more efficient piston system. I will explain that more into more details in next video. We don't have time in this. This is just summary. And condenses as a fresh water. So this becomes fresh water. Remaining water in boiler will be saltier. What to do with that? Well, we put back into well bore to help for conduction of the heat from hot rocks around. So this is typical power unit. You have boiler, pistons, condenser. Let me go another one. Let me see what we have there. I see. Okay, this is one system for desalinization. So we have well-bore, boiler, turbines, generator, condenser. Now we are using pipes from leaving, they're still hot, from leaving boiler to warm up, to induce evaporation. This is mineral extraction building that has pans with salty water from the bottom of the boiler. We're going to put there. Let me go across the section looking that way. So we have from boiler, we are going to put into pan. They are going to be warmed with pipeline from geothermal system. So we are inducing evaporation, and then condensers we have on top, that fresh water will be collected down for free. Let me see another one. So that's very fast. Pipeline, we are using pipeline solar system with the thermo-optical, so my design, thermo-optical solar system that we can assembly a pipeline and produce substantial amount of electric energy. This is another slide. So we just assembly, very simple. We can track the sun. We are talking about 160 miles. It looks like this. We have pipeline assembly, two assembly on each section of the pipeline. Then we have using a piston system with the power unit, with the battery, power unit, battery, power unit. So we are going to have 160 miles. We can produce electric energy. See this post order with few branches. That could be very useful for a residential area also. That section of that looks like this. We have mirrors with parabola, glass with lenses. We have heat exchange pipeline. And this is another unit. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is a slide that corridor to see Cortez. This is slide that using tunnel on Gabazon to San Jacinto, 12 miles tunnel to bring pipeline oceanic seawater into central part of the lake. It's very important. Central part, not any part. Central part. This is to bypass tunnel if necessary. We have elevation, and this one is well, a little bit more, 2,700 feet. This one, let me go to another one. Just okay. This one is Borengo Springs over mountain. This is high elevation, about 3,600, and it's more energy, that one. Let me go to see. Oh yeah, this is one corridor that that I'm proposing to use existing pipeline with they already have right of way, so we can add it from Whitewater to Salton Sea and a little bit down where is Long Beach. It's another, okay, this is over the mountains, so we have a single pipeline and downhill, and 5 pipelines on uphill, because we'll be slower uphill and we need to accommodate for the same amount of water that will be entering Salton Sea. This is the last route where we have several cascade using delta power planes to produce maximum energy from pipelines. Oh yeah, this is that pipeline that is actually its electromotor, and instead of solid shaft it has a spiral blade inside. Okay, it's working as a pump for horizontal working as a generator in downhill routes, and that energy can be used for horizontal and uphill routes. This is cross sections. If you see that spiral blade, they're going all around. It's like that. Let me see another slide. Oh yeah, this is a few patents that I have on this subject. Let me just try to finish this. This is another for drilling. I don't have time right now to explain that. On the second slide, and this is also few additional patents relevant to Salton Sea. And that would be for this short presentation. This is just summary for those who doesn't have time for a longer presentation, who are just interested in summary. I will make one presentation with 115 slides for those who are interested with more details on technology.